Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speak Next English podcast with us today.
Hey there, friends. We're really happy to see you here again.
Before we start, please subscribe to Speak Next English podcast right now.
Yes, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for us.
Today, we're talking about thinking fast and speaking smart in English.
This is something every English learner wants to master and improve daily.
James, why do people find it hard to respond quickly in English?
Well, Sophia, most people translate from their native language to English.
That's exactly the main problem that slows everyone down so much.
Your brain is doing double work, thinking in two languages constantly.
And that translation process takes time, which creates hesitation and pauses.
So the biggest secret is to think directly in English language.
But James, how can someone actually start thinking in English naturally?
That's the question everyone asks me all the time, honestly, Sophia.
Let's break this down into simple steps for our listeners today.
Yes, let's make it super practical and easy to follow immediately.
The first step is to stop translating everything word by word.
Instead, start by thinking of simple words in English around you.
For example, when you see a door, think the word door.
When you see a cup on the table, think cup immediately.
This trains your brain to connect objects with English words directly.
It's like building a new highway in your brain for English.
At first, this feels strange and uncomfortable for most people, honestly.
But after 1 week of practice, it starts feeling more natural.
Your brain is incredibly adaptable and can learn new patterns quickly.
The key is to practice this every single day without skipping.
Even 5 minutes of practice daily is better than nothing at all.
Consistency is the secret ingredient to success in language learning, always.
Let me share my personal experience with this technique I used.
Oh yes, please share your story with everyone listening right now.
When I was learning French, I struggled with thinking in French.
That's totally normal. We all struggle at the beginning stage, always.
I felt like my brain was stuck between two languages constantly.
It's frustrating when you know what you want to say clearly, but the words just don't come out fast enough from your mouth.
So, what did you do to overcome this challenge and improve? I started labeling everything in my room with French words on paper.
That's a brilliant idea to create constant exposure every single day.
I put sticky notes on my mirror, desk, door, and window.
Every time you looked at something, you saw the French word.
Exactly, and I would say the word out loud every time.
So you were training your eyes, your mouth, and your brain.
Yes, it was a complete sensory experience for learning new words.
How long did it take before you saw real improvement?
Within 2 weeks, I stopped translating in my head completely naturally.
That's amazing progress in such a short period of time, honestly.
My brain just started thinking in French automatically without any effort.
This shows that our brains are incredibly adaptable and powerful tools.
The brain wants to be efficient, so it creates shortcuts naturally.
And thinking directly in English is the ultimate shortcut for fluency.
Now, let's talk about the second important part of speaking fast.
What's the second part, Sophia? I'm curious to hear it now.
You need to accept that making mistakes is completely normal, always.
Yes, mistakes are actually your best teachers in language learning.
Many learners are so afraid of mistakes that they don't speak.
They stay silent because they want everything to be perfect first.
But perfection never comes if you don't practice speaking at all.
It's like wanting to swim perfectly without getting in the water.
Exactly. You must jump in and get wet to learn swimming.
The same principle applies to learning English speaking skills and fluency.
So my advice is speak even when you're not sure completely.
Make mistakes, learn from them, and keep moving forward every single day.
Every mistake you make is actually a step closer to fluency.
I love that perspective. It makes mistakes feel less scary, honestly.
Mistakes are just feedback showing you what you need to practice.
Without mistakes, you wouldn't know what areas need more work and attention.
Exactly right. So embrace mistakes as your friends, not your enemies.
Native speakers make mistakes too when they're talking casually with friends.
Really? I didn't know that native speakers also make grammar mistakes.
Oh yes, everyone makes mistakes when speaking naturally and quickly, always.
They might say something wrong and then correct themselves immediately after.
Or they might use the wrong word and laugh about it.
The important thing is they don't stop talking because of mistakes.
They just keep communicating and fix the mistake if it's important.
That's the attitude every English learner should adopt for better progress.
Once you remove that fear, speaking becomes much easier and enjoyable.
You'll find yourself participating more in conversations and improving faster overall.
And the more you speak, the fewer mistakes you'll make.
It's a positive cycle that builds on itself over time.
Now, let's discuss how to respond quickly in actual conversations daily.
This is where most people really struggle the most, I think.
Someone asks you a question and your mind goes completely blank.
Yes, that awkward silence is the worst feeling ever, honestly.
You know you should say something, but nothing comes out fast.
Your brain is working hard, but the words just won't appear.
This happens to everyone, even people who speak English well sometimes.
So, here's a simple trick that works in every conversation situation.
I'm listening carefully, Sophia. What's this trick you want to share?
Use what I call thinking time phrases during your conversations, naturally.
Thinking time phrases. Can you explain what those are exactly, please?
These are short expressions you say while your brain organizes answers.
Like saying, or let me think about that question, please.
Exactly right. You can also say, that's a really interesting question.
Or you could say, I've never thought about that before now.
Perfect examples, James. These phrases are completely natural in English conversations.
And they give you a few seconds to think without awkward silence.
The other person doesn't even notice you're buying yourself time, honestly.
They just think you're being thoughtful and considerate to others.
Exactly. It makes you appear more intelligent and considerate to others.
So it's actually a win-win situation for everyone involved, clearly.
Native speakers use these phrases all the time in their daily conversations.
So we're not cheating or doing anything wrong by using them.
Not at all. It's smart communication that everyone should learn immediately.
What are some other phrases we can use in conversation, Sophia?
Well, in my opinion, or from my experience,
Those phrases also make you sound thoughtful and intelligent to others.
you could say, let me see, or give me a second.
How about saying, that's a good point to consider carefully here?
Perfect. All of these phrases work beautifully in natural English conversations.
They're like little bridges that connect the question to your answer.
Exactly. You're buying time while sounding professional and confident at once.
Can you give us a real example of using these phrases?
Sure. Imagine someone asks, what's your favorite food to eat daily?
Okay, so instead of answering immediately, I use a thinking phrase.
Yes, you say, that's a good question to think about.
Then, while I'm saying that, my brain has time to think.
Your brain is working in the background, organizing the perfect answer.
And then I say, well, I really love Italian pasta dishes.
So the complete answer sounds natural and flows smoothly without hesitation.
The person asking doesn't even realize I needed thinking time at all.
Perfect, James. You just demonstrated the technique beautifully right now to everyone.
This is actually much easier than I thought it would be.
Most good techniques are simple when you break them down into steps.
The hard part is just remembering to use them in conversations.
That's why you need to practice these phrases until they're automatic.
How can someone practice these phrases before using them in conversations?
Stand in front of a mirror and ask yourself random questions daily.
Then answer using the thinking time phrases we just discussed together.
Do this for 5 minutes every day and it becomes natural.
Within 1 week, you'll use these phrases automatically without even thinking.
Exactly, and then you'll always have smooth conversations with anyone, anywhere.
Now, let's talk about building vocabulary for faster speaking and fluency.
Yes, having more words ready helps you speak without long pauses.
But learning hundreds of new words feels overwhelming for most learners.
I completely understand that feeling. It can feel impossible to memorize.
There are so many words in English. How do we choose?
Here's the secret. You don't need to learn hundreds of words.
Really? How many words do we actually need for daily conversations?
Research shows that just 1,000 common words cover most conversations.
1,000 words. That's actually not too many to learn, honestly.
And you probably already know 300 to 500 words.
So we only need to learn a few hundred more words.
Exactly, and focus on learning the most useful words for conversations.
But how do I know which words are the most useful?
Look for words that appear frequently in everyday conversations and situations.
Words like get, make, take, have appear in many different expressions.
Yes, these simple verbs are super powerful in English language daily.
Learning one word like get unlocks dozens of different expressions easily.
Get up, get ready, get going, get tired, get angry, get better.
Wow, one simple word creates so many possibilities for communication clearly.
This is why learning common words is smarter than learning rare words.
I could learn a rare word like ubiquitous that I never use.
Or you could learn 10 expressions with the word get instead.
The second option is much more practical for daily conversations, clearly.
Exactly. Always prioritize usefulness over impressiveness when learning new vocabulary words.
Should we learn words individually or learn them in phrases together?
Always learn words in phrases. Never learn isolated words alone, ever.
Why is learning phrases better than learning individual words by themselves?
Because native speakers think in phrases, not in separate individual words.
They don't think get plus ready, they think get ready together.
Exactly. Their brain stores these words as one complete chunk.
So if we learn the same way, we'll speak faster.
Yes, because your brain doesn't have to combine words anymore.
It just pulls out the complete phrase ready to use.
Can you give us an example of this difference clearly, Sophia?
Sure, instead of just learning the word decision by itself alone.
You should learn the complete phrase, make a decision, together, right?
Exactly, because in English we say make a decision always naturally.
We don't say do a decision or take a decision usually.
Right, and learning the phrase prevents you from making those mistakes.
This saves time because you learn the correct combination immediately first.
So I should always write down new words with their phrases.
Exactly. Never write a word alone without its common phrase partners.
This is such valuable advice that will save so much time.
Now, let me share a fun technique for remembering new words.
Oh, I love practical techniques that actually work in real life.
Create a vivid mental picture for every new word you learn.
A mental picture. How does that help with memory exactly, Sophia?
Our brains remember images much better than we remember simple text.
That makes sense. Images are more memorable than abstract definitions, always.
Scientists have proven that visual memory is stronger than word memory.
So if I create an image, I'll remember the word better.
Not just better, you'll remember it much longer too, even years.
Okay, I'm convinced. How do I create these mental pictures effectively, Sophia?
Let's say you're learning the word enormous, which means very big.
Okay, so how would I create a mental picture for enormous?
Imagine an enormous elephant sitting on top of your house right now.
That's such a crazy and ridiculous image to picture clearly.
Exactly. The more ridiculous the image, the better you'll remember it.
I will definitely never forget the word enormous after that image.
That's the power of visual memory for language learning and vocabulary.
The image is so unusual that my brain can't forget it.
Your brain loves unusual things and remembers them for years easily.
Can we use this technique for learning phrases too, or just words?
Absolutely yes. You can create images for any phrase or expression.
Let me try creating an image for break the ice.
Great choice. What image comes to mind for that?
I imagine someone actually breaking ice with a hammer at a party.
Perfect. That's a memorable image you'll never forget now, James.
And it helps me remember that break the ice means start conversation.
Exactly right. The technique works for idioms and phrases too, beautifully.
This is really helpful. I'm going to start using this immediately.
The more you use this technique, the easier it becomes, naturally.
Soon, you'll create images automatically for every new word you learn.
Now, let's discuss practicing speaking when you're alone at home daily.
Many people don't practice speaking because they have nobody to talk with.
That's a common problem, but you don't need another person always.
Really? How can someone practice speaking without a partner to talk with?
Talk to yourself in English. It sounds funny, but works incredibly well.
Talk to myself? Won't people think I'm crazy or strange?
Do it when you're alone at home. Nobody will know anything.
Okay, that makes sense. But what should I talk about exactly, Sophia?
Describe what you're doing throughout your day in English out loud.
So if I'm making coffee, I say I'm making coffee now.
Yes, and you can add more details like I'm pouring water.
I'm adding 2 spoons of sugar to my coffee cup now.
Perfect, James. That's exactly how this technique works for building fluency.
This gives me speaking practice without needing another person at all.
Exactly, and you can practice anytime, anywhere you want to practice.
I could do this while cooking, cleaning, or getting ready.
Yes, turn your daily routine into English speaking practice time easily.
What if I make mistakes when I'm talking to myself?
That's fine. Mistakes don't matter when you're practicing alone at home.
So I can experiment with new words without any pressure or fear.
Exactly right. It's a safe space to build confidence and fluency.
I can try using that new word I learned yesterday.
And if you use it wrong, nobody judges you or laughs.
You just correct yourself and try again the right way.
This kind of free practice is extremely valuable for language learning.
I love this technique because it's free and always available for practice.
No scheduling, no appointments, just speak whenever you have free time.
Can I also practice having imaginary conversations with people too?
Absolutely yes. That's even more valuable than just describing actions.
I could imagine having a conversation with my boss in English.
Perfect. Or imagine ordering food at a restaurant in English.
Or imagine introducing myself to new people at a party.
These mental rehearsals prepare your brain for real situations later on.
So when the real situation happens, I've already practiced it.
Exactly. Your brain has a template ready to use immediately.
This reduces nervousness and helps me speak faster in real conversations.
Athletes use this visualization technique before competitions, and it really works.
If it works for athletes, it can work for language learners.
Absolutely. The brain doesn't distinguish between practice and real experience fully.
Now, here's something important about listening and speaking connection and learning.
How we're listening and speaking connected to each other and learning.
You cannot speak well if you haven't listened to enough English.
That makes sense. Babies listen for months before they start speaking.
They absorb the sounds, the rhythm, and the patterns first.
Then, when they're ready, speaking comes out naturally without formal lessons.
So listening is the foundation for all speaking skills and abilities.
Exactly. Listening fills your brain with examples of correct English patterns.
The more examples you have, the easier speaking becomes for you.
Your brain uses those examples as templates when you speak.
So how much should we listen to English every single day?
Listen for at least 30 minutes every day without fail or excuse.
30 minutes is doable for everyone, even very busy people, I think.
Yes, you can listen while cooking, exercising, or traveling to work.
So it doesn't require extra time in your day necessarily then.
Exactly. You're just using time you already spend on other activities.
This is called multitasking, and it's very efficient for learning.
What should we listen to for the best results and improvement?
Listen to content that matches your current level, not too difficult.
If it's too difficult, I won't understand anything at all, clearly.
Right, you should understand about 70% of what you hear.
That 70% understanding is the perfect level for learning growth.
Why is 70% the magic number for learning effectively?
Because you understand enough to follow along and stay interested always.
But there's also 30% new material to learn from.
Exactly. It's challenging, but not frustrating or impossible to understand.
If you understand 100%, it's too easy and boring.
And if you understand only 30%, it's too hard.
So 70% is the sweet spot for maximum learning.
Podcasts are great because people usually speak clearly and naturally in them.
Like our podcast, Speak Next English Podcast, right, Sophia, for learning well?
Yes, James. Podcasts like ours are perfect for English learners.
We speak at a moderate speed with clear pronunciation for understanding.
And we use common, everyday vocabulary that learners actually need daily.
What about watching movies and TV shows in English language?
Movies are excellent, but use subtitles at the beginning stage first.
Subtitles help me connect the sounds with the written words clearly.
Exactly. You see the word while hearing it at the same time.
This creates a strong connection in my brain between sound and spelling.
And after watching with subtitles, watch again without them for challenge.
That double exposure helps my brain process English much faster naturally.
The first time you understand the story with subtitle help available.
The second time, you challenge yourself to understand without any help.
This progressive difficulty builds your listening skills very effectively over time.
Should I watch the same movie multiple times or different movies?
Both strategies work well. Choose what you enjoy more personally.
Watching the same movie helps me catch things I missed before.
And you'll notice new expressions and phrases each time you watch.
But watching different movies exposes me to more variety in language.
Exactly. So maybe do a combination of both strategies together.
Watch a favorite movie multiple times, then try new movies too.
Perfect balance that gives you both depth and variety in learning.
Now let's talk about confidence because it's crucial for speaking well.
Confidence is so important, but how do we actually build it?
Confidence comes from success. Even small successes help a lot, truly.
Start speaking in easy, comfortable situations first before challenging yourself more.
Like talking to myself or talking with very patient friends first.
Exactly. Don't start with difficult situations like job interviews immediately ever.
That would be too stressful and could damage my confidence badly.
Right. Build up slowly and celebrate every small win along the way.
What counts as a small win that I should celebrate happily?
Did you order food in English today without translating? That's a win.
Did you understand a sentence in a movie? That's also a win.
Did you use a new word correctly in conversation? Celebrate that.
These small victories build momentum and keep you motivated to continue.
I never thought about celebrating such small things before this, honestly.
But these small things add up to big progress over time.
Think of it like building a wall with bricks one at a time.
Each brick seems tiny, but together they create something big.
Exactly. Every small practice session is one brick in your wall.
Eventually, you look back and see how much you've built already.
And that realization gives you even more confidence to keep going.
Confidence also comes from preparation, doesn't it, Sophia? I think so.
Absolutely yes. Being prepared makes you feel much more confident always.
So if I know I'll need to speak English tomorrow somewhere,
Practice what you might say today. Prepare some phrases and sentences.
think about questions people might ask and prepare my answers now.
Exactly. This mental preparation reduces anxiety and builds confidence significantly.
It's like studying for a test. Preparation creates confidence naturally.
Yes, and the more prepared you are, the better you'll perform.
Now let me ask about reading. Does it help with speaking?
Yes, reading helps speaking more than most people realize or understand.
How does reading help when they're completely different skills though, Sophia?
Reading exposes you to correct sentence structures and natural word combinations.
So my brain learns patterns even when I'm not speaking out loud.
Exactly. Your brain absorbs these patterns and uses them when speaking.
It's like passive learning that happens without conscious effort from me.
Your subconscious mind is always learning and making connections between ideas.
So reading teaches my brain how English sentences are constructed properly.
Yes, and when you speak, your brain recalls these correct structures.
What should I read to improve my speaking skills most effectively?
Read anything that interests you at your current level of understanding.
So if I love sports, I should read sports articles.
Yes, because you'll enjoy it and continue reading every day consistently.
If it's boring, I won't read regularly and won't improve much.
Exactly right. Interest and consistency are more important than content type.
How long should I read in English every single day?
Just 15 to 20 minutes daily is enough for good progress.
That's not too much time. Everyone can find 20 minutes.
You could read during breakfast or before going to bed.
Or during lunch break at work or on the bus.
Exactly. Find a time that works for your daily schedule.
And those 20 minutes will improve my speaking without me realizing.
Over weeks and months, you'll notice your sentences becoming more natural.
You'll use expressions and structures you learned from reading without thinking.
That's the power of consistent reading for language learning and improvement.
Should I read aloud or silently for better speaking improvement?
Reading aloud is actually better for speaking practice and pronunciation improvement.
Because I'm using my mouth and practicing the physical movements.
Exactly. You're training your mouth muscles to form English sounds.
And I can hear myself speaking, which helps with pronunciation.
Yes, you can identify which sounds are difficult for you.
Then I can practice those specific sounds until they improve.
Reading aloud also helps with rhythm and intonation in English speaking.
English has a specific rhythm that's different from other languages.
By reading aloud, you internalize that rhythm naturally over time.
Now, Sophia, let's talk about dealing with nervousness when speaking English.
Nervousness is completely normal. Even advanced learners feel nervous sometimes.
Really? Even advanced speakers get nervous when talking in English conversations?
Yes, especially in important situations like presentations or interviews.
That makes me feel better knowing I'm not the only one.
Nervousness shows you care about communicating well, which is actually good.
So how can we manage this nervousness and speak confidently anyway?
Take 3 slow, deep breaths before you start speaking anything important.
Deep breathing, does that actually work for reducing nervousness and anxiety?
Yes, deep breathing calms your nervous system and helps you focus.
It sends a signal to your brain that everything is okay.
Your heart rate slows down and your mind becomes clearer immediately.
I'll definitely try this technique next time I feel nervous speaking.
Also, remember that the other person wants to understand you successfully.
They're not waiting to judge my mistakes or laugh at me.
Exactly. Most people are kind and want communication to succeed well.
They'll be patient and help me if I'm struggling with words.
Yes, humans naturally want to help each other communicate and connect.
That's a helpful mindset shift that reduces pressure and fear significantly.
Once you relax, your brain works better and words come faster.
Tension blocks fluency, but relaxation allows it to flow smoothly and naturally.
Another technique is to smile while you're speaking English with others.
Smiling helps with nervousness. How does that work exactly, Sophia?
Smiling actually changes your brain chemistry and reduces stress hormones immediately.
Even if it's a forced smile, it still works?
Yes, your brain can't tell the difference between real and fake smiles.
So smiling tricks my brain into feeling less nervous and anxious.
Exactly, and it also makes you appear more friendly and confident.
People respond better to someone who's smiling while talking to them.
Yes, so it creates a positive cycle of good communication.
You smile, you feel less nervous, they respond positively, you feel better.
Perfect understanding, James. That's exactly how it works in real situations.
What if my mind goes blank in the middle of speaking?
Use those thinking time phrases we talked about earlier in this episode.
Say, or that's interesting to buy myself some seconds.
Exactly. And take a breath while you're saying those phrases.
The breath calms me and the phrase gives thinking time.
By the time you finish the phrase, your brain has recovered.
And the words you need will come back to you naturally.
This technique has saved me many times in important conversations, honestly.
I'm glad to know even you experience these moments sometimes, Sophia.
Everyone does. It's part of being human and using language.
Now let's talk about staying motivated during the learning journey overall.
Motivation is crucial because learning English takes time and consistent effort.
Some days I feel excited about learning, other days I don't.
That's completely normal. Motivation naturally goes up and down for everyone.
So how can I stay consistent even when motivation is low?
Build habits instead of relying on motivation alone for practice time.
Habits. Can you explain how that works for language learning?
A habit is something you do automatically without thinking about it.
Like brushing my teeth. I don't need motivation for that.
Exactly. It's just part of your routine that happens every day.
So I should make English practice part of my daily routine.
Yes, practice at the same time every day in the same place.
This creates a habit loop that doesn't require motivation or willpower.
After 3 weeks, it becomes automatic and you don't skip days.
What if I miss a day? Does that ruin the habit?
No, just start again the next day without feeling guilty about it.
One missed day doesn't erase all my previous progress and effort.
Exactly. Be kind to yourself and just continue from where you stopped.
Consistency over perfection is more important for long-term success.
Yes, someone who practices 5 days a week is better than zero.
Even if they miss 2 days, they're still making progress.
Another motivation tip is to track your progress visually every week.
How can I track progress in speaking? It's not easy to measure.
Keep a simple journal where you write what you practice daily.
Just one sentence about what I did in English today.
Exactly, and at the end of the month, read all entries.
I'll see how much I've actually practiced and improved overall.
This visual proof of effort is very motivating and encouraging always.
It shows me I'm making progress even when it doesn't feel like it.
You can also record yourself speaking once a week for comparison.
Compare this week's recording with last month's to see improvement.
You'll be amazed at how much you've improved in just weeks.
That would definitely motivate me to keep going and practicing more.
Now, let's summarize the main points we discussed in this episode.
Yes, let's review everything so our listeners remember the key ideas.
First, stop translating and start thinking directly in English language always.
Label objects around you and think their English names every day.
Practice this for just 5 minutes daily to build the habit.
Within 2 weeks, your brain will start thinking in English naturally.
Second, don't be afraid of making mistakes when you speak English.
Mistakes are normal and help you learn faster than being silent.
Every mistake is feedback showing you what to practice next time.
Native speakers make mistakes too, so don't aim for perfection always.
Third, use thinking time phrases to respond smoothly in conversations naturally.
Phrases like or that's interesting give you thinking seconds.
Practice these phrases at home until they become automatic for you.
Then you'll use them naturally in real conversations without even thinking.
Fourth, learn common words and phrases, not as isolated individual words.
This helps you speak more naturally like native speakers do.
Always write down new words with their common phrase partners together.
This saves time and prevents you from making common mistakes later.
Fifth, create vivid mental images to remember new words and phrases.
The more ridiculous the image, the better you'll remember the word.
Your brain loves unusual things and remembers them for years easily.
This technique works for idioms and expressions too, not just words.
Sixth, practice speaking to yourself when you're alone at home daily.
Describe your daily activities out loud in English for practice time.
Have imaginary conversations to prepare for real situations you'll face later.
This free practice builds confidence and fluency without any pressure or cost.
Seventh, listen to English for 30 minutes every single day consistently.
Listening fills your brain with correct patterns and natural expressions constantly.
Choose content at your level where you understand about 70%.
Podcasts and movies with subtitles are excellent for listening practice daily.
Eighth, build confidence by starting with easy situations and celebrating wins.
Every small success is worth celebrating and builds your momentum forward.
Prepare for conversations in advance to reduce nervousness and increase confidence.
Use deep breathing and smiling to calm your nerves before speaking.
Ninth, read interesting content for 20 minutes daily in English language.
Reading helps your speaking by teaching you natural sentence structures unconsciously.
Read aloud when possible to practice pronunciation and rhythm simultaneously together.
Choose topics you enjoy so reading feels fun and not boring.
And finally, build habits instead of relying on motivation for practice.
Practice at the same time every day to create automatic habits.
Track your progress in a journal to stay motivated long term.
Be consistent but also kind to yourself when you miss days.
These points are the foundation for thinking fast and speaking smart.
If you practice these consistently, you'll see amazing improvement very quickly.
Don't try to do everything at once. That's too overwhelming.
Pick 2 or 3 techniques and practice them this week only.
Once they become habits, add 1 or 2 more gradually.
Consistency over time creates much better results than trying everything once.
Remember that language learning is a marathon, not a sprint race.
Slow and steady progress is better than fast and inconsistent effort.
Every day you practice, you're 1 step closer to fluency.
Even 5 minutes of practice is better than 0 minutes today.
So, start today with just 1 technique from this episode now.
Don't wait for the perfect time or perfect conditions to begin.
The perfect time is right now, this very moment in your life.
Your future fluent self will thank you for starting today, honestly.
Thank you so much for listening to Speak Next English podcast today.
We really hope this episode was helpful and valuable for you.
Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed already today.
Click the notification bell to know when we upload new episodes.
Leave a comment telling us which technique you'll try first.
We love reading your comments and hearing about your progress.
Share this episode with friends who are learning English right now.
Together, we can support each other and improve our English skills.
Until next time, keep practicing and believing in yourself always, friends.
You can do this if you stay consistent and patient with yourself.
Happy learning, everyone. See you in the next episode very soon.
Goodbye, friends. Speak English confidently every single day, always forward.